Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Hello and welcome to PJ Live, a weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. I'm Laurie.
And I'm Halle.
And she's in for Andrea this week. Welcome.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Thanks for sitting in again.
Of course.
Andrea is off.
Yes, she's off doing something very exciting. Her daughter's swimming and crushing it and beating records. And
she is some personal bests.
Yep.
And very exciting. Go, Ella.
Woo!
Yes, so proud. That's so exciting, like to be in a D1 collegiate level.
Yeah.
Sports. Nothing I would ever dream of in my life. Very exciting. All right. And I had no promo this week.
I didn't have any promo either.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have to go looking for some next week.
Yeah, I wasn't on the hunt for it.
Yeah, I really wasn't either. I was kind of busy with a bunch of stuff, so I wasn't looking. Maybe I did get something and I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
All right. Next week.
Yes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we started off this week with the Monday Minute.
Yes. This week, Kirby was telling us to maintain your focus, and there's no such thing as an overnight success.
Right. So, and he said, if you have uber focus, it's a superpower.
Yes. Putting in the work in when no one is watching.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you actually become an overnight success.
Do the work, consistency over time.
Mm-hmm.
So good stuff. Good reminder. Picks of the week this week. It was Ring in the New Year for the theme.
Yes. We started off with Catherine Kaufman. She had a small inspirational journal planner from Journal Books.
I love this one because each month has a full color photo with an inspirational message.
I like that too.
And I'm a sucker for a good inspirational message.
You are.
I am. I love it. Yeah, ask my kids. I used to
They're
drop
all
them
over
around
the
the
house
house
everywhere.
growing up. I don't know if it worked, but made me feel good. All right.
Then Ben McDonald had the Tuscan Medium Journal from the Magnet Group.
So this, it was interesting. So similar products.
Mm-hmm.
We had the kind of planner, calendar, and now this one, the journal to kind of,
Yeah, so you can let your creative juices fly. No rules.
No rules. On this one, what I liked is it's 256 lined white pages, and they have a large selection of cover choices. So
Love that.
And I'm not sure, but this picture to me looks like it might be embossed.
Yeah.
Which I really love.
Yeah, it's a nice
kind of
clean
that
look.
effect. So good choice there.
Then the last pick of the week was from Nadav Raviv, and he had the LED multicolor 2-ounce shot glass with a medallion from Brighter Promotions.
So this was interesting too, because I kind of chuckled. I was like, okay, so we have the thoughtful planners and then we have the partier.
Yeah, I liked Nadav's pick was my favorite
Yes.
of the week.
So I have a feeling Nadav will be celebrating on New Year's Eve. So I love this one in the fact that it's, LED and, flashes. And this one can easily, it has a J hook on it. So it can easily attach to any type of necklace or lanyard. So you can just hang it around your neck and never lose your shot glass. All right. So if you missed our picks of the week, you can go over to promojournal.com, click on picks. We have probably hundreds of themes at this point. You can scroll through them. If you share them to your social platforms, we remove all of the suppliers information, the distributors information. So it is completely safe for you to send out to your clients. So check out this week's and check out all of the past ones and share away.
Yes.
All right. And then what else do we have this week?
Promo Day. This week's sponsor was Lincoln Line, and they had a very fun variety of products this week. They started off with the catch and throw game. So it's like a little
LED too.
So it lights up. You have a mitt, catch it, throw it back. Very fun. Then they had the chessboard and wine set.
This one, I I was watching, and at first I read it, and I read chess and wine set, and I'm thinking, oh my God, did we have a typo? Is that supposed to be cheese and wine?
I loved how chaotically fun it was.
Yes.
Like a duo you didn't necessarily think about.
No, it's like two things I would not put together, and
But it's very cute.
so cute. So yeah, that one caught my attention for sure.
Then a cigar cutter, a 22-ounce bottle, and an inflatable pillow.
Yeah.
So
quite the eclectic group.
yes.
Love it. All right. And then building you this week, Kat Hinckley was back and she posed a question. Do you know what time it is?
Yes, I do. It's approaching the end of the year.
Yes. And she said that it is later than we think it is. And holy moly, she's not lying.
No.
It is late.
Almost December.
It is almost December. So her message was to don't slow down now. She said a lot of people start to go into kind of that coasting mode and they slow down. And she was like, put in the work, go into 2025 strong, go in running. So just, keep pushing through and doing the work now. So nice inspirational message. Kat always.
Yes, always very inspirational.
Very inspirational. So it is worth, even though I shared her message, it's better when it comes from her. So go watch her. All right. And then Cliff's notes this month. Cliff Quicksell was back with another article. And this month he talked about mastering the art of managing client expectations.
Yes. And there was a lot of different things to focus on in there. Communication, setting clear expectations, how to handle disappointment. Lots of good tidbits in there.
So lots of key strategies. He says fostering trust really is going to ensure satisfaction. So there's lots of good stuff in there. He talks about what to do, how to handle disappointments and mistakes because they're going to happen. None of us are perfect. So great article filled with lots of just really important things to kind of consider when you're sitting down for a meeting with a client. And Joel Schaefer was back with another article this month, and it was titled Bracing for Impact, Tariffs and the Future. So he talks about how tariffs could affect promotional product costs and
what distributors can do to prepare for that.
Right. To kind of stay ahead of it. And he said that there are still ways for, distributors and all of us to be profitable during this, but it's going to really test our creativity. And I agree with that. We probably will need to think or look at things differently than we have been. And he did tell a little story that I found very interesting. Joel has been in the industry for, I think, 60 years or close to. And so he was sharing when he started in the industry all those years ago, that every supplier owned the models and molds and had their proprietary lines manufactured here or under their control offshore. So that is a huge change from how it used to be. It's done very differently now. And so when he talks about who's to blame, he talks about us being to blame because we were the ones that changed how things were set up, and they were changed for a reason. So it was thought provoking. It had me, kind of thinking about things, but I think everybody is a little bit worried about how these tariffs might impact us. So some food for thought there, and time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. And then we had Delivering Marketing Joy with Kirby Hussman.
Yes. This week's topic was the journey of growing a business with Chris Martinez.
And he was a brand new rock star.
Yes.
And I loved his energy.
He did have really good energy.
He had really good energy. And I loved how just honest and open he was about everything. He said that he has learned more from his losses than his wins. And I think that's true in life, that, those are the things that kind of stick with us. And he shared like some really specific examples about some of his biggest failures and how it's kind of shaped where he is right now. So his big thing was learning how to run a business by the numbers, which he said a lot of people, start these businesses and they go on gut instinct. And he said that, your gut only gets you so far. And I also loved how he talked about, Kirby had asked him about how he puts together a really strong team. And he said that he doesn't do any of the hiring anymore because he realized that everybody he hired didn't work out. So, and he was talking about how a lot of times when you're hiring, you tend to hire people who you see yourself in, or you feel like they have that potential or something that reminds you of yourself. And he said that's the worst thing to do when you're hiring. So you need to hire people who complement you and kind of strengthen your weaknesses. So it was a great conversation. I loved his energy. He has a podcast. He has a book coming out. And so check out that interview. And then designer patch with our very own Jessica Onions.
Hi, Jess.
All right. So Jess, I love when she does these like trend pieces. And this month she did the future of graphic design, 7 trends for 2025.
My favorite that she listed was the maximalist and the minimalist is in. And I love it because I love both of them.
Well, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around this because, and she commented that it is a little contradictory and they're so different, but they get used together. Yeah. See, that's why I'm not in graphic design. I'm still trying to like figure out how you can be maximal and minimal all in one. So can't wait to see how it plays out in 2025. And then she said that retro returns. I love a good retro ad, so that'll be fun. So you can check out her article and read up on all 7 of the graphic design trends for 2025 that we are expecting to see. And then we had, how far did the apple fall?
Yes, and this week's question was, if you could ask the people of the promo universe one thing, what would it be?
I liked Kirby's.
And Jade had a funny answer too.
So Kirby's was, why do we keep scratching out logos on pictures on the promotional products professionals Facebook page when we all know big companies buy branded merch? So that was Kirby's question. And Jade's was?
Well, Jade's was something along the lines of, why does everyone love Kirby so much?
Yes, which actually was funny because Dan Towns, little Dan, he said,
why does everyone think my dad
why
is
do y'all
so funny?
or do y'all really find Dan funny? So yeah,
the kids were all curious on why people thought their parents were relevant.
Yeah. I hope that wouldn't be your question.
No, of course not.
Of course not. All right. All right. Well, nobody would probably find me funny anyway, so that wouldn't have to worry. Oh, thanks. All right. And then, so that was, I like that one. That was a funny one. And then we have coming up this week, the rundown with Amelia Model and Laurie Bolton, and it is sponsored by our friends at Bell Promo. And Laurie talks about how much caffeine is really in our morning beverages that we drink. And they talk about the regional holiday shows, and they discuss hosting shows on the weekends or events. Like, what's your thought on that?
I think it depends on if the event's fun enough to want to take my weekend out for it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to have a good time, then I wouldn't
maybe
mind being there.
Down for it.
It's a boring event. Heck
and
no.
then they said to tune in to find out what could literally drop from the sky around Laurie and Phoenix.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Spooky.
UFO maybe?
Yeah. Satellite?
No idea.
Asteroid?
Maybe something from space. I don't know. So you'll have to tune in to find out because I have no idea. And that about does it. Can you believe it? Next week is Thanksgiving week?
No, I cannot.
That is crazy.
Nice long weekend.
And then we go right into December.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. So we will not be live next Thursday because it will be Thanksgiving. But I don't know. Maybe we'll drop something early, or maybe you just won't see us at all. Yes, maybe we will be thankful that we're not working, and we will see you in December. So you'll just have to wait to find out. Whatever floats our boat next week. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you when we see you.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Bye.